GPT-3 and the future of AI. So what's really hot right now, because of the transformative results that it's initially starting to do, is OpenAI's, the famous one was Sam Altman and Elon Musk, I believe. Their creation of GPT, which is now at level version 3. And basically what it does is it's a huge cost reduction over previous models. Previous models really focused on more narrow, data-driven, intensive networks. So you had to give many examples, and then it would generalize from there. But with GPT-3, you just give one or two or a small number of examples, and then it tests the model based upon an analysis of content and what's most likely to come next. So, for example, it analyzes Wikipedia, then it analyzes other kinds of content, and predicts, like, it's kind of like fill in the blank. It does analogies, it does math, it shows what's most likely to come as a result based upon the example that you gave. So it allows basically people that are not programmers but are just like logical, or smart people to run AI. And the model previously, the goal is, I think, for one podcast I heard, to bring like $5 billion. It is intensive in a lot of ways to build this technology, but once it's built, to build like $5 billion of applications down to like 100,000. So it's going to be kind of like, the iPhone is more powerful than what we sent to the moon. It's basically bringing the cost of AI, once it's built, way down. And OpenAI is commercializing this, but it's easy to think that Microsoft Cloud and Amazon Web Services and everyone will offer this as basically a service. This is going to be like you have software as a service. This is going to be AI, AAS, AI as a service. So now there's all kinds of considerations in terms of like biases, because whatever the biases are in the content that it draws from to make its predictions, those biases are going to show up in the results. So you have to build in guardrails of some type to protect against that. So it's not just using, sexist or racist or other kind of biases. But it's really exciting. And the other part of it is that this is moving beyond kind of more of a narrow type of thing to more of a generalized type of artificial intelligence, which is actually more powerful, because this is actually how human beings learn. Like, human beings don't, look at 100,000 examples of a cat and a dog to distinguish between them. They just look at one or two examples, and then they're able to generalize based upon their overall type of experience. So this is not only related to text, but if you go to the OpenAI website and look at I hate this update on my phone. It's like, my phone is controlling me rather than me controlling my phone, which seems to be where a lot of technology is going now, to a degree. But be that as it may, they have a product called Jukebox where it does this for music, and then they have a product for images. So basically, all kinds of different kinds of output is going to be influenced by this. And now we're at GPT-3, like when we get to GPT-4, GPT-5, it's kind of like all these emergent properties, because like we had 1G, then we had 2G, now we have 5G. So, you could do much more kinds of processing, and like, VR and IoT and other things are becoming more viable now that we have 5G. When we have 6G, it opens up, more. So basically, as we get more and more advanced versions of this AI, the capabilities are going to be much more developed and pronounced.